Well, hello! Here we are in December 2023, and it is, well, it has been on Sunday, the 2nd of Advent. So I'm going to light 2 candles, and of course, it is time to open week number 2 of our Christmas stocking. It is still a little bit of a mystery, probably for most of you, but this is how far we got on week number 1. So hopefully you have got all of your stockings prepared like this. If not, don't worry, you can do it anytime. There's always other Christmases as well, but this is basically how it is. And I thought today, why is the top crumpled up like this? Well, you might have to watch part 1 to find out, because I tried to put the stocking on and I realized that it doesn't fit my foot because my foot's too long and I can't go round the corner, around this corner, because there's no stretch in it. However, we have got one member of staff who's got tiny feet, and she did manage. The stocking was too big in length, but she did get her foot all the way in. You probably were dying to find that information out, so here you have it. It does fit on some people's feet, but let's light that. Let's light the 2 candles, shall we? I love lighting candles, especially with matches when they smell so nice. I'm going to use 2. I tried earlier to light it, and it was definitely a too much job. Let them catch their flames. Oh no, it's gone out. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit closer straight away. As much as I love lighting candles, I'm obviously not very good at it. Oh no, just dropped a bit of. I showed you what I just did. Oh, I did tame this little wick that was a little bit naughty, but I cut it a bit shorter. Okay, so what I did actually, I dropped some, oh, it's fine. I dropped a little bit of it on the wool, but because it's wool, it doesn't actually melt. It smells. It does smell. Okay, everything's fine. It's all, the fire is where it's meant to be, not anywhere else. Right, let's open week number 2, but before I do this, let's have a little look who is actually here and watching this right this very minute, and who is here to say hello. Right, I've also put my cardigan on because it is actually a little bit chilly. Oh, where's it gone now? Here we go. Carol says hello, Jane. Because Jane says hi, Colette and Carol. This could be an interesting conversation. Nearly there. Well, really very nearly there towards Christmas. It's actually scarily close. Peggy says hello, Peggy from across the pond in New England, Thomaston, Connecticut. Well, hello, Peggy. Colette says yay. Peggy said I glued my tree to the stocking. You glued it? Oh, never thought of that. Never stop learning. Fiona says, hi Steffi, thank you for all your, and to all your staff. My 2 extra stockings and green wool arrived today. Great, yeah, because you can now buy just the stocking without any other bits and pieces. Yes, Diane, I'm the same. I'm a size 7 and mine doesn't fit either. Colette says, mine neither, size 8. No, you have no chance, Colette. Rain says, I'm a size 4, so it's a possibility for me. Well, not our staff. The only member of staff who could fit it was a size 3. So try, but our size 4 member staff couldn't do it. Janet says, hi Steffi. People are watching. They're probably all leaving now. This is a silly conversation, but anyway, who cares? I'm here and you're here, and we're just having a bit of fun. Life's too short to take it too seriously. Right, week number 2, let's open it. Here we go. We have got, let's get all the other rubbish out of the way, because this is just distracting. So week number 2, remember these bags can be reused. They actually make really nice wrapping paper. Just cut the bits off that you don't want to see, and embroidery thread. This looks promising. More embroidery thread. that's it. Nice. Loving this, she said, as if she's surprised. This is, by the way, my half-drunk cup of tea, so let's put that out of the way as well. So we have a yellow embroidery thread and a white embroidery thread. This is good quality DMC embroidery thread. And then we have got red, blue, yellow, and we have another blue, lighter blue, and we have some forest green, and we have some white. Oh, okay. So what are we making? What do you reckon? What are we making? Ready, steady, go. Ooh, look at this. Our tree is getting decorations. Now, I can't promise I'm going to make every single one, but I will definitely show you how you make the different styles, and then you can do it yourself. So, our tree will get a star today. Our tree will get some baubles. Our tree gets a candy cane. Our tree gets a little hanger that goes onto the side of the onto the hanger actually, and our tree is getting embroidered details on the leaves. This is a very busy week. I hope you've left time for your advent stocking, because this is gonna take a little while to do. So we can start first off with the star. Now you do have some templates here on the back, which are always useful, and they're right on the back, so you could cut these out because there's nothing else on there, so that might be quite good for, look at these. Oh my goodness, you're gonna have so much fun. Okay, let's start with the star. Let's start with the star. Now, for those who don't know this, but my name in German is actually Star, and I found another tiny little spider, but it's not the same one. I found one earlier, it's just there crawling off the screen. It's much tinier. I hope there isn't a whole load of colony of spiders in my workshop room. There probably is, because I'm not here that often at the moment. Okay, so let's start with the star. Obviously you will need the yellow wool for this. I need my felting mat, and I'm going to just give that a little clean because it's covered in Angelina fibre. I wonder why. And some white fibre as well. And let's get that off. Angelina fibre, never good to get off. It's a pain in the, you know. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put my stocking out of the way there, and I'm literally just focusing now on what is at hand. So you have on your instructions, let's look overhead, you have got wool allocations. So you need half of the yellow for the star. Let's just do it bit by bit. So that's the whole amount, and I'm just going to take half of it, roughly like that. There, put the other half to one side. And now you are flattening this into a circle of about 8 centimeter diameter. So obviously if it's a little bit more, a little bit less, it doesn't really matter, but you have your tape measure here on the left hand side of the instructions, and then you're going to felt this down. So I'm using a fine felting needle. However, it does say you can use a medium felting needle. So I'm felting this into a round shape, but I'm not tucking the wispy ends in. I want them to stay wispy. You're cutting the star out from this flat sheet. Now once you've felted it down a little bit, you're going to have to lift it off your mat, gently turn it round and felt it from the other side. If you have a multi-tool, there's nothing stopping you from using that, because it does speed things along a little bit. So I'm going to take my Clover 5 needle felting tool, which is hiding here under the stocking. I'm going to speed my work up a little bit. There we go. And turn this round, felt it from the other side. Now because we're cutting the star out from it, you have to be really quite disciplined to felt this down into a really nice neat sheet. So So don't cut any corners, take your time. And I've got a little bit of hay in there, take that out, and a little bit of hay in there, take that out as well. That is referred to as VM, if you don't know this yet, which is short for vegetable matter, and it is quite common in sheep wool. Sometimes you get it more than in others, but it can be quite a common occurrence. I'm swapping arms just to reserve my right arm from all the pounding with this felting tool. And get that felted down a little bit more. And I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut out the shape of the star. That looks quite good. I might just felt this even a little bit more with my brush mat, and I use a little bit of a barrier, which is a felt sheet, and then I'm going to use the 7 needle felting tool. So this has sort of been quite a common theme of me switching tools. If you've been watching the recent live streams on unwrapping the advent calendar. But with this one, it just, because it's got 7 needles, it felts it just that little bit faster and tighter together again. But I think I'm there now. So that's my little felt piece, and now I'm going to use my scissors to cut out the template of the star here at the back. I'll just cut that corner out. Easier to cut that way. Obviously, if you don't want to cut it from the from the instructions, then just trace around the star shape using transparent paper, and then you can put this template into your template book. Now, you might not have a template book, and that is because you have to be a flocker to have one. You have to be a member of our the Maker's Flock, which is actually the joining gift that you will be getting. At some point that will change over, so at the moment it is a template book and washi tape, which allows you to collect your own templates in a book. So now I'm going to, you could pin this down if you wanted to. Shall we do it properly? Let's use, I'm going to use a sewing needle. I can't see a felting needle right now. I'm just going to use a sewing needle. Pin that down like that, and then I'm going to cut around my star shape like so, as if it was paper. You need quite sharp little scissors to do this. Nearly there. And last bit. There. Yay, we're there. Let's have a look. There is my little star. The offcuts. Perfect. So the star is now going on top of the tree. And remember, if you have added all of your leaves onto the tree, you will remember that you do need to put a felting mat inside whilst you are felting anything onto the top. So I'm just trying to find my little felting mat. Oh dear, here we go. Oh, there's a part of it anyway, so I'm going to use 2 different sizes because I cannot see the other one. Right, I'm just going to use these 2 on top of each other. A bigger one won't fit in there anyway. Put that inside. And then you're going to use your felting needle and you're going to felt your star onto the top of the tree. Just going to move this down a little bit. Top of the tree. There. Right into the cotton fabric and into the tree top and all the way through the hessian as well. So get that star felted on. Makes it quite a loud noise. And of course, if it's not the end of the world if you have a bit of a weak spot on the star and you need to add a bit of wool to it. I mean, I've got a bit of a longer point here that's sticking out ever so slightly above the stocking, but I think that doesn't matter. So get that all felted on, and then take your mat out, and our tree has got a star on the top. Nice, there we go. Okay, keep your template, you never know when it might come in useful. And for the next step, I'm actually going to put the stocking out of the way. But before I do the next bit, I'm going to say hello to some of you who might have joined a little bit later. So Peggy says, I'm felting along, except I'm using the midnight shimmer for the baubles as I'm doing a blue tree. Ooh, wow, a blue tree, that's amazing. Yeah, sorry, Rain, about the stocking, that it doesn't fit your foot. You've taken it in good humour. Lots of people watching. Hi again, says Maureen. A treat to be able to watch. Oh, thank you. Lots and lots of people are watching. Right, okay, let's get on what's next on the agenda on our instruction sheet. We're making a candy cane. Okay, so candy cane. Now, wool portions. Makes one with a pinch of white and a wisp of red. So we want a pinch of white. Pinch of white is that. And a wisp of red is that. A pinch is bigger. Oh, you can't see. Hang on. A pinch is bigger than a wisp. Okay. So that's the candy cane. And just going to clean my brush, my mat up again. Get rid of the yellow fibers this time. Keep it nice and clean so we don't contaminate the fibers of the candy cane. Yeah. And for those who have not heard me say this before, I have covered my earth mat with a felt sheet just so that, I mean, for now, the white would be disappearing against the cream colored background, but also after a while it does look contaminated with fibers and it looks quite grubby, whereas this stays looking a little bit nicer for a little bit longer. And you're going to make a shape of about 1 by 10 centimeters. That'll do. And then you use your medium felting needle and you are going to begin felting down your candy cane into a 3D sausage. So basically just start stubbing down, roll it over and stab a little bit more, roll it over and stab a little bit more, but at some point you're going to have to lift it off because it is becoming flat nevertheless. So just stab into the fatter area that sticks out and then you keep doing that. So don't worry too much about the ends at the moment, just get that middle bit felted down nice and solid. Always turning it so that you maintain the 3D shape or make the 3D shape. It's not, doesn't start it out like that. And keep stabbing into this for as long as you can until you've got a nice even sausage. So you might have to change to your fine needle, which I'm doing now, just to get a little bit more of the fibers to stick together rather than just being pushed all the way through. So you're making this as firm as you can, and it's not quite the length anymore, so give it a bit of a tuck you can do that. But yours might be perfect. It's just that mine had shriveled up a little bit. Okay, so here we are, nice little long sausage. And then you're going to felt down, because you're going to round the edges off. So I'm just folding them in and felt them down on themselves. So you don't want to fold them up too far in, just the wispy ends, and then felt them down onto the main shape and round them off a little. So I'm just glancing at some of the comments that are coming through, and Diane says, have I got the Christmas Tatty Teddy? Well, I will let you into a secret now. So Christmas Tatty Teddy has been made live tonight. You can buy him now on our website. It is a limited edition, and we are going to I'm going to do a box reveal tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. I think it's 6 o'clock. Can't remember now. It might be 6:30 actually. And it's already an event on our Facebook page. But I will just let you into another little secret, okay? I am actually going to Sewing Street tomorrow, and he will be featured on Sewing Street, and I'm going to be on there from 9 until 10:30. So if you want to see him for real, tune in into Sewing Street to see Tatty Teddy for real in his Christmas hat with his candy cane. It's a lot bigger than this candy cane, I can tell you that for nothing. I will show you the kit again because I've still got it here. Just ready? Okay, here we go. That's it. So you can buy this now from our website, and you can see him tomorrow. I'm taking him to Sewing Street tomorrow. You can see him there in the morning, and obviously you can buy him there as well. But tomorrow evening I'm doing an unboxing of the box so you can see what's inside, and I'm going to do a little tutorial on showing you how you're going to needle felt his little hat. Now the candy cane and the hat are not permanently fixed onto Tatty Teddy, so he can be made and then just take his Christmas accessories off, and he's just an ordinary Tatty Teddy that can sit on your shelf all year round, unless you don't mind having a Tatty Teddy that has got Christmas hats and candy canes attached to him all year round. Right, so now I'm going to show you how you're going to colour in your candy cane. So you want to start with a little bit of the red and just twist it between your fingers, and then just attach it to your little white sausage. And I am using my fine needle, felting needle. And now I'm going to go like a candy stripe, literally slightly diagonal down the white sausage and felt it down. Now felt it down really gently because you don't want the red wool to pop out at the other side. So do this as you go. Felt it down as you go. But don't push the needle in too much because you don't want the red fibers to start popping out at the other side. And work your way all the way down the white sausage. Candy cane. We've got lots of candy canes hanging on our Christmas tree. I don't know, my daughter just got a little bit carried away. Whenever she sees a candy cane, she is quite what's the word, compelled to buy it. So we've got big ones and small ones and mint flavoured ones and not mint flavoured ones, and I don't know, haven't tried them actually myself, just been reliably informed that they don't all taste of mint. So, and she also said that the best Christmas presents that she remembers ever having are the ones that are hidden away in the tree. So no pressure there. Right, so get this red down to make it into a candy stripe. Take your time. I'm always rushing. I know it's not good enough, but you don't want to watch me do this for the next 3 hours. So once you've got the candy stripe bits on there, then you're going to felt it onto your tree. So you can choose where it's going. On here it's roughly, I want to say it's roughly here on, yeah, that's what it looks like. So you bend your candy tree, you bend your candy cane as you felt it on. Remember, you need to put a felting mat inside. Nearly didn't do that myself because you don't want to felt the two parts of the stocking together. So let's get that in there first. Here we go. Now I've got something to felt onto, and it's going down. So you want to felt into the edge of the candy tree and straight into the green part of the tree, and get the shape of the candy cane. You make that as you felt it down. So I am stabbing into the very edge of the candy cane. I want to call it a candy tree. That's what our tree's like, a candy tree. And get it felted on. You don't need to stab into the actual shape at all, unless you want to even it out a little bit. But that's basically all you need to do to get the candy cane onto the tree, which is not a candy tree. Here, there we go. That's one on. And now I'm going to show you how you are going to make the larger decoration, that this bit here that goes onto the hanger. It's on the main picture, it looks like this here, and it's like a teardrop bauble. I think that's what we've decided to call it in the end, because we weren't quite sure. Oh no, an oval bauble, that's it, an oval bauble. Try and say that when you've had a few drinks. We giggled, Colette and I, we giggled when I said, oh, it's an oval bauble. What? An oval bauble? An oval bauble, an oval bauble, an oval bauble. I can say it lots. I haven't had any drinks. So from your red, let's see what it says about wool portions. You're going to take a pinch of red and a wisp of blue and white and a tiny wisp of yellow. So a pinch of red is about that much in this case, and a wisp of blue, of the dark blue that is, and a wisp of white there, and a tiny wisp of yellow, there. That's it. And let's see. Yes, that'll do. Okay. You can change the colors. You might just not have the right amount of wool. So now you're going to follow the template, which I'm going to, I don't need to cut that out. You want to get that basically into that. So what I usually do is I sort of try and memorize the shape a little bit, and then you've felt the outline of it down as best as you can. If you sort of look at it, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, and then fold the fibers on the outside of the line that you've just felted down inward, and do that all around. When it's only felted down briefly, you have so much scope to make it smaller or even bigger, because you can still pull it bigger, but just get the shape roughly done of your oval bauble. And then, now I've picked it up, just have a look where you, yeah, we just need to make it a little bit neater and a little bit shorter. So I'm going to resort to using my multi-tool again, because it does help a lot getting speed worked up a little bit, because I have to make, I've done the star, I've done the candy cane, but I have to show you now how to make the baubles, and then show you how you're gonna embroider the tree as well. So I do want to get to all of this today. So I'm just felting down the bauble a little bit. If you have an edging tool, this is a good time to use it to get your oval bauble nice and neat. So get it felted down flat. I might even use my brush mat and the 7 felting tool again. Let's do that. There we go. It's just to speed up the work a little bit and get things done quicker, so you don't have to watch it for so long. You could have done the same what you did with the star, make a rough shape and then cut it, and I can still do that now, to be honest. This is not the finished shape. I am doing my best to get it done as quick as possible. I will also just let you into a tiny little secret. I have actually somehow injured my hand, my arm, I don't know really what. Somehow I've injured it, and it's very, very painful, even just needle felting right now. So the secret that I have to let you in is that all of the leaves on my tree here have actually been made by my members of staff. Yesterday lunchtime, they just churned them out for me because I said I literally cannot do it. I needed to have a day yesterday without stabbing, without needle felting, and I don't know what I've done. I wish I knew. I keep thinking it's in the top of my hand. It pulls from here to there, and I can grip and I can do that, but I can't pull and I don't know, it's just a really weird thing. So I thought at first it was my wrist, but it's not my wrist, it's the top of my hand. I think I've just got repetitive strain injury. I've done so much needle felting, it's out of this world how much I have done. Maybe some of you have had a similar thing. Do share, make me feel better so I don't feel so sorry for myself. I really hate it when there's something not right. I've got a little weak patch here, so I need to fill that in. Just used a bit more red. Filling that in, and what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to just cut it into the right shape as soon as I've got it felted down. So I'm resorting to a lot more of the multi-tools tonight because I really need the extra needles and less movement. Okay, let's get that down. A little bit more on this, and then I'm going to cut it now into the right shape by looking at my template. Oh yes, very, very out of shape. I'm gonna try and cut this. So cutting hurts as well, just so you do appreciate what I'm doing here tonight for you. But I can do it, I can do it. It's nothing in comparison to other pain that I've suffered. It's nothing like giving birth to a baby. So this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, let's cut this out into the right shape. This does not tell you to do this in the instructions, but it works. So you can use it too if you've got a sore wrist, or you can use it if you haven't got a sore wrist as well. Here we go. There's my shape. And a lot of it will happen to it now because I'm going to color it in with other colors as well. Right, let's just have a quick check-in with everybody. Make sure that you're all with me still. Oh dear. Edging tool is amazing for this. Yes, thank you, Colette. Edging tool is amazing. I just can't use it right now. It's just a horrible. Who's after the candy cane? Oh, I think. Oh, I'm gonna start reading from the top because I'm terrible. I think the spider is doing a dance in front of the camera. I can see the image of him. Yeah, he's probably dancing and saying, "You are scared of spiders." Rain says, "I think there may be a small spider on the overhead camera." Oh no! Don't say that. It might have been a big spider. Oh no, there's nothing hanging there. Nothing. No, don't say that. Oh no. He's is after the candy cane. He can have it, he can have it. Edging tool is amazing. Yes, that's right. And I hope your hand soon gets better. It will. I just need to rest it. This is the thing. I need to rest it. But there is no rest in sight yet. Hopefully there will be very soon. Right, okay, let's go back to the oval bauble. Have you practiced saying this yet? Oval bauble is, this is good for you to say this lots and lots and lots of times. So we're now going to use the blue wisp. That isn't big enough, so I'm going to take a little bit more of the blue to make it into a bigger wisp. I'm seeing spiders everywhere now. And you're going to put this around the center of your oval bauble. And it needs to come around on the other side as well. So it's a double-sided oval bauble. I love saying that word. And you're going to felt this down nice and neat to cover the middle part of your oval bauble, and get a nice neat line here as well. So again, if you're stabbing this really hard, what will happen is that you are stabbing the red fibers all the way through the blue fibers at the other end, and then it comes out very visible. So try and keep things fairly shallow, and then do the rest, do the same on the other side as well. So get that felted down, but I'm not stabbing too hard straight in. You can also stab sort of at a slight angle, that helps too. So you're colouring in your oval bauble. I'm going to go to my fine needle now and get that done. So it's like a band around the middle, and keep the edges nice and neat if you can. So stab into the space between the two colours, and that neatens out the edges. I don't think it matters too much if there's a bit of wool coming through. And then you're going to use the bit of white, and you're going to put one stripe right next to the blue. I'm going to get that felted down on this side first this time, because if I stab all the way through and the white comes out, it doesn't matter on this side anyway. And then on the other side I'm going to be a little bit more delicate. So close that up as well. Yeah. You can do this much neater than I am doing it. So let's get that down. Here we go. That's that bit done. And then you're going to use another little bit of the white, and this one is going next to the blue, but with a bit of red showing in the middle. So again, felt it down from one side first, and it doesn't matter too much if the white gets pushed through. And close it all the way around. Close it up on the other side and felt it closed at the other end. So in effect, it looks like you've added, you've got a blue and a red stripe and a white stripe, except the red has always been there. And finally, you're going to use the yellow wool, and you're going to make a zigzag pattern onto the blue. There. So there's your bit here, and then you're going to use the yellow, tease it into a strand as you've done before with the candy cane, but much finer this time. and start in one of the corners on the blue, go down for a zigzag, one zigzag, go up for the next, keep it nice and thin, go down for the next. So you felt this on as you go along. If you can get more zigzags on there, all the better. I'm only managing 2, but you might get more. Now if you've gone a bit of a thin patch here, just go over it again. Like that. And then you're going to repeat that on the other side. So as I'm already coming down that end, I'm just going to complete that yellow strand going down and another strand. So you can do this as you go. Felt it down. I'm using my fine needle for this. One strand that way, and this is just these are just decorations on your stocking. You can do them exactly this way, or you can make up your own. Remember, we never prescribe anything that you need to do. This is all your, these are just always the ideas. You can copy it absolutely to the exact same detail, or you can make it yours altogether. Start improvising and make it yours. So I noticed that there's a lot of the color is being punched through. My my little oval bauble might be a little bit too thin, but there's no reason why you can't use a little bit more of the colors to go over it and cover it up if need be. Just little wisps, that should be enough. And that's your oval bauble done, basically. There you go. Okay, now this is only serves the purpose to have a thread going through it. So at one end you're actually going to, let's get this edge felted down really well, and then when you've done that, you can felt the end down a little bit on itself, but don't felt it shut altogether, because you're going to now insert in here where my needle is going. That's where you're going to insert the thread to hang it onto your hanger of your Christmas tree. So this is just making this a little bit more sturdy, and you can still neaten up the whole shape. Use your edging tool. Even now you can use your edging tool to neaten up the edges. You can cut them a little bit neater if you need to, and then add one of these. Add one of these. You will need a needle at some point soon, anyway. Put using my good old trick of getting the thread through the needle. Except it's not working tonight. I could always use a bigger needle. No, but I want to do it this way now. So just flattening the thread, fold it over your needle, and then push it through the hole. There's an awful lot of threads that need to go through there. In fact, there's 6. Okay, I'm going to give up and I'm going to use a bigger needle if I can find one. Oh, I've got a much bigger needle. How about this little beauty? Let's use this. There we go. Now we're talking. It's only to get the thread through there. There we are. And then you put it through this here, the hanger at the top of your stocking, so you can tie it onto there. And that's one another decoration done. That's just hanging down on the side like this, so that's another decoration done. And then we're getting to the baubles. Now the baubles are really simple to make. I will just show you how to make a ball shape. So you can use you can use some red. Now it says just under 1 gram. So you have a total of 3 grams of red in there. We've used probably just under 1 gram for the little hanging oval bauble. So the this red I'm just taken off, and the decorations can be small or big or whatever you want to do, but I'm rolling it like we normally do when we make a basic shape into a ball shape, or as close as I can. Start felting it down so it's now secure, and now I'm going to felt this so that it is absolutely rock solid and nice and round. So you do need to give it quite a bit of stabbing to make it into a little bauble shape. And these are just round baubles, they're not oval baubles, they're just round 3D baubles, ball shapes basically. So felt them down all over like that. Mind your fingers as you're doing this. Now this one I think might be a little bit smaller than what is on the tree, but it just means if you make them smaller you can have more decorations. If you make them bigger you have less decorations. If you follow the instructions exactly, you are able to make 2, 4, 6, 8, 7 little tree decorations, so 7 little baubles basically. And I'm actually working with my fine needle, which I didn't pick up on purpose. I picked it up accidentally, but it seems to be working fine. You can work with your medium needle to start with. The challenge is to get this to be nice and round. Sometimes it works just doing this to get an idea of where you are with it, and then felt down where it still looks like it needs more work doing. And then you're going to start decorating it, and this is not dissimilar to what you did with the oval bauble, but this time you really don't need to worry too much about pushing it all the way through to the other side, because where's my white gone? Oh, really must get into the habit of tidying up. It's probably stuck on the other side of the stocking. No. Where'd it go? That is so weird. No. Okay, I've lost my white. There was definitely some... Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, I've got it again. Right. So get a strand to fit around the middle. Like that. And start felting it down as you go. And then work your way around it. If it's too long, just tease some off. And that is the principle of how all of the baubles are done. So you make a ball shape out of whichever color you want to, and then you start decorating it. So they're all decorated in a similar way. Some of them have got thin lines, some of them have got thick lines like this one. Some of them have got even thicker lines, and then they've got stripy bits going across it. Some of them have got zigzags going across it. Some of them have got waves going across. Some of them have got spots. It's entirely up to you how you want to decorate them, or you just look at the picture how we have decorated them, and then you can copy that if you wish. So that's entirely up to you how you want to do that. But that's basically how you are decorating your bauble. felting all the way to the other side. Make sure that you've got a nice, neat, even cover. So work as symmetrical as you possibly can. And you might have to adjust the bauble shape again. But if it's nice and solidly felted in the first place, you might not. So work neat if you can. And once you've done that middle stripe, then you're going to start decorating it with a little bit of blue. And this is the same sort of zigzag pattern that you did earlier on the oval bauble, but this time you're making it in a slightly smaller scale. So stick to the white shape. Colette is always so neat. I'm not such a neat felter. So I'm always feeling slightly less neat. Some people just can't, are just so neat, and I'm not. Oh god, this is going all like, this looks more like a wave. I'm gonna do waves instead of zigzags. Okay, are you still with me? This is so tiny, can you even still see it? Anyway, the idea is that you are going up and down and up and down. Imagine I'm doing this all the way along. You can adjust it obviously. And then you add little spots in every dip as well. So imagine I've done this all the way around. And then you're going to put a little spot into each of these little gaps here. A little spot of blue. However, you can decorate your baubles however you want to decorate them, because it's your tree and you might find your tree needs to be all in whatever color. But the idea is that you can actually make all these different baubles, and I'll show you next week, well, you can see it also here on the front page, what your tree could look like. Sorry, this is not very sharp. I'm going to hold it onto the front camera, it might be easier. So there you go. That is what you could be making to get your tree to look all decorative. But I do want to show you, so that's how far I've got with my bauble. I do want to show you, you put a little bit of a yellow top on it so that it looks like the hanger that goes onto there. I think you get the gist of how to do this. I want to show you now how to do the decoration, the embroidery detail. So like I said, you will need not a felting needle, a sewing needle. And what you're going to do is, once you've attached your shapes and you can felt them onto your tree, same way as with a candy cane, just felting into the edges. Now, if you're clever about this, now because these are going to be attached to the tree, they don't need to be decorated all the way around. So you could actually just have, let's just do that quickly. If I just add a bit of yellow at the top, like it looks like it's a little hanger. How did we do that? So you can just roll a little bit of a sausage shape here. I'm just going to felt that down separately and then attach it to the top of the bauble. Just felting it in. So it looks a bit like a fastening. It could be a little bit bigger, to be honest, but I have done now what I've done. And then when you're ready to attach your first piece of decoration, you just felt it onto your tree. Like you did with a candy cane, felt into the edges around. Or you can glue it on like some of you have been doing. That's fine too. If you think the glue will be the better option, then go for it. There is no right or wrong on how to do this. Just felt it on really solid. Obviously I am at the moment, oh no, I'm only felting into the tree, that's alright. But if you're going all the way, make sure I've still got my felting mat in there, but make sure you're stabbing into the felting mat and not all the way through the two layers of the stocking. So that should then felt the bauble on, but remember, you don't have to decorate it all the way around because you can't see the back. So don't waste your wool, don't waste your time. And then finally, I'm going to show you, so you can turn all of these into bauble decorations that you've got left over with the white as well. And I'm going to show you finally how you are decorating the tree with your embroidery thread. Now, there's a little bit of a hint of what might be coming next, because you've got a whole skein of the yellow, which you need to keep. Keep this. Do not think, oh, I'm just going to add extra detail on. You're going to keep that yellow for week 3. And but the white you can use now to do the decorations that are like a garland or like a tinsel or whatever it might be. And then obviously also the stars. So, oh, that's the wrong end. Try that. That's the right end. So take a strand of the embroidery thread. Got tangled up there. And then you thread it on your needle, the white embroidery thread, and start making French knots into the tree. Oh my goodness, French knots. Now I've got to remember how to do that. This could be... If you don't know how to do French knots, I have done a tutorial, which I can't quite remember if it's available for anybody to watch, but after this live stream I will absolutely make sure that it is available to watch for everybody. And there's a tutorial on how to do French knots, and I'm just hoping that I can remember it, because I don't do them all the time. And this needle is definitely too small, but the other needle is too big. So I'm going to have to persevere and get that on there. Okay, let's cut this straight. Have I got it? No. Is that it? No, it isn't. Okay, try my trick again. Ah, I've got it this time. Excellent. Oh no, but nearly. So if I got it nearly, I will get it next time. I just need to cut that. Got crumpled up. Okay. This time, we'll do it this time. Come on. Let's do it this time. And in you go. Oh my goodness, this is like watching paint dry, surely. See, I'm never good in the evenings with these live streams because I get too tired, and then my brain just starts shutting down, and then I don't know what I'm doing, and look at the mess I'm making. Oh my god, are you still here with me? This is excruciating. It must be excruciating. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. This is the only thread I'm ever going to thread tonight. No. Oh, for goodness sake. Somebody get me out of here. Right. Try it another time. Another way. Let's cut it really. My eyes aren't working. Nothing's working. I'm just useless. Okay, I've sucked the thread. I've sucked my fingers. I'm doing everything. I just can't get it in. Please, please, please. Oh, for goodness sake. What's going on? Oh, I'm one short. I'm going to take that out. Okay, you didn't see that. Oh my god. Okay, we just pretend there's 5 on there. There's only 6 on there. There's only 5 on there, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that's it. Decided. So now I've got to remember a French knot. Okay, let's try this. So, where are we going in? Yeah, that'll do. So we're going in through the back, from the back forward. We'll put a knot on there. In fact, I double knot it so that it doesn't come out. Double knot it. Oh, I should have practiced this French knot before. I'm feeling really nervous now. Okay. And then I'm going to go through it again like this. Okay. This is gonna be an absolute disaster. You're never gonna watch anything that I do ever again. I think you go around a couple of times like this, and then you pull your thread through. Right? Is that right? Is that a French knot? No idea if that's a French knot, but it looks bubbly. Okay. I'm not making any French knots. I'm going to make stars now. Okay. Why are French knots so complicated? I know they're not. You're going through there, and then you wrap it around a couple of times. That is right? And then you're going, oh, I don't know. Please just watch that tutorial that I made, because I actually managed to do it on there. This is not a French. Well, I don't know if this is a French knot. Anyway, we're going to do stars now. So that could potentially be a French knot, but it might not be. Let's do a star. So a star is much easier. Well, you can do different ways of it. Go all the way along like this. Okay, so when you go, then you go into the other, how many am I doing? 5. So you can literally, if you imagine you're painting it over the top, so going along there, and then finally going in here. So the stars are much easier because you can imagine that you are making a star like that. So the French knot is debatable. However, then you also have to do the garlands on there. And I will definitely share the French knot video with you, because this is very embarrassing. I don't even want to go on the big screen again. Where is that last page? Oh, there. So cover it in stars and French knots, or whatever knots you want. I think I've made a German knot, actually. This is the German knot. Oh my god. Okay, you've just been taught how to make a German knot. That's the best way to do it. Wrap a few times. For the French knot, I did. I've wrapped it a few times, but I think I've made a French knot. But if it's not a French knot, it's definitely a German knot. And then for the garland, oh, you are using some yellow for that. So yes, you can use some of the yellow thread. Oh, come on. Just cut me some slack. Okay, so for the garland, imagine, I'm not threading another needle. This is not happening. But imagine you're doing the garlands now. So I'm going to go back to the overhead camera. And imagine this thread is yellow, not white. I can't possibly thread another thread. So you're going, basically, you're doing soft loops. And to do the soft loops, you are just going in somewhere else on the tree. Okay. But instead of pulling the thread tight, you're letting it hang down like that. That's all you're doing. This is as easy as anything. Even I can do this. And then you do this again. And you work your way across the tree. So there, just have the loops hanging down. But you're doing this in yellow. I'm doing this in white because I cannot thread another needle. I can't put myself through this. And now I'm actually sewing this onto the felting mat inside. So maybe take the felting mat out when you do this next. Just go like that. A soft hanging loop. Put this under the candy cane there. Sorry, that's not meant to be a loop. This is going to be a loop. Go in there. Ah, that really hurts. Okay. So just put loops across the tree. Put lots of stars on. French knots, German knots, whatever knots you like. Just get them down, and then your tree will be ready for week 3. And if you are asking for your money back, you're not getting it. I am so very sorry about the total inability to thread a needle, and my whole reputation about being a wizard of a needle threader has just gone down the pan. And then to top it all, the French and German knots got completely confused. So I do apologize for all of this, but I promise you I do know most of the time what I'm doing, even if right now it doesn't appear that way. So anyway, let's just have a look at the condemning comments that are coming my way. Oh my goodness. Nobody ever wants to watch this ever again. Oh yes. 90% of people have left. No, I'm only joking. Even Diane says, come on, Steffi, and your magical needle threading. It's just, the magic has just left me. You can do this, Steffi, says Katrina. I did, but actually I've got a bit of it that's not on there. We won't tell anybody. Lick the end. I did. I licked it. It was like dripping with my saliva. I did all of that. It was completely. I did. I've got a needle threader. I'd never get it threaded. Oh, I'm so good at threading needles normally. I think I'm just too tired. Diane says, I've broken my needle threaders. Too heavy-handed. Oh dear. That was a French knot, but just a small one. It's a tiny French knot. It was so small you couldn't even see it. So not a German knot after all. I have no idea what a German knot is. I got it. Yes, I got it. Wrap a few times for the French knot. I did. I wrapped it a few times, but you have to wrap it to the front of the needle. There is a little trick, and because if you don't do it right, you just pull the thread through. But I think I did it. So there are needles with an opening in the ear. Yes, I know all of that. I could have just used a bigger needle, but I couldn't find one. There's probably one over there. I should have got up and got it. Oh my goodness. I found that doing all the embroidery before attaching the decorations was easier. Laid the decorations on the tree to kind of get an idea of placement, then embroidered and finally felted on the decorations. Well, there is the solution. I should have just done all the embroidery first, so it wasn't my fault. It's the decorations that were in the way. But yes, I think that's a brilliant idea, Elaine. So follow Elaine's advice and get all the embroidery done and then attach the decorations to the tree, and then you don't have to work around it. Oh, thank you, Colette. She still loves me. That's all right then. The details on the leaves really make the leaves look snowy. They definitely do, especially with the white thread. So Peggy says, I do not sew. I think the glue system is looking pretty good. Why didn't I think of this? Just use glue. Oh, why don't we just glue anything? I mean, why do we even needle felt? Just glue it all on. Who cares? I'm bad with embroidery. I'll try, but I got some iridescent beads as a backup. Good idea. I'm loving these ideas. They're all coming out of me completely messing stuff up. I'm not good trying to do intricate work in the evening. No, me neither. My eyes are like, I like that. Sherry says, could not do the embroidered stars. I need new glasses, I think. So glued on some sparkly gems instead. I guess I'm making it individual due to lack of ability. No, you're just personalizing it according to how you like it. I love it. Love the German knots. Thank you for a good laugh. I really needed this today. Oh, me too. I'm still laughing now. That was great fun. So basically what you really want is just me messing stuff up so you can have a good laugh. I get you. Anyway, right, here we are. This is the tree. This is the stocking as far as I got. This is meant to be yellow, remember that. But I think you still need to keep some yellow. What does it actually say? Here we go. Keep doing this, going along the tree, then add another row above. Oh no, where does it say this? Somewhere I'm sure you have to keep some thread behind, but I can't. Was it on this one? Oh, I can't flipping remember now. I don't know. Just do whatever. Read the instructions and then you work it out yourself. Why am I even here? Just read the instructions, for goodness sake. All right, I'm gonna go now. I've got to blow my candle out and go. And I will see you tomorrow evening because I'm doing the unboxing of Tatty Teddy. I'm doing the unwrapping of the advent calendar. I know what the problem is. There's just too many live streams completely doing me in. And I'm actually, before all of this, I'm going to be on Sewing Street tomorrow. God help us all. Okay, here we go. Take care, everybody, and go and wipe those tears of laughter. And I wipe my tears of sadness. No, I'm not sad. Only joking. I'll see you later. Bye.